An exchange between GOP Senator Tommy Tuberville and a CNN moderator is garnering lots of attention after the Republican lawmaker said that white nationalism and its definition is a matter of opinion. Take a listen.
I agree they should.
A white nationalist is someone who believes that the white race is superior to other races.
Well, that's some people's opinion. And I don't think,
That's
I mean,
not
a
opinion.
lot. Pardon?
What's your opinion?
My opinion of a white nationalist, if somebody wants to call him white nationalist, to me is an American. It's an American. Now, if that white nationalist is a racist, I'm totally against anything that they want to do.
This story is considered a media miss by the right. As you can see, these comments made by Tuberville are mostly being reported on by left-oriented news outlets. We point this out in our coverage so you can trust that you're getting the stories one side may neglect. You can find other headlines that are being underreported by heading over to san.com. CNN's Kaitlan Collins invited Tuberville onto CNN to, in part, clarify statements he made during an interview with a Birmingham radio station back in May. In it, he was asked if he believed white nationalists should be allowed to serve in the military. At the time, this was his response.
Do you believe they should allow white nationalists in the military?
Well, they call them that. I call them Americans.
Evidently, Tuberville has doubled down on his position on white nationalism. He argues the term is just a trigger word used by Democrats stirring the pot. He also maintains he is, quote, completely against racism.
I'm totally against anything to do with racism. But the thing about being a white nationalist is just a cover word for the Democrats now, where they can use it to try to make people mad across the country, identity politics. I'm totally against that.
According to the Southern Poverty Law Center, white nationalist groups espouse white supremacist or white separatist ideologies, often focusing on the alleged inferiority of non-white persons. Their primary goal is to create a white ethno-state. The Merriam-Webster and other dictionaries concur with similar definitions. Meanwhile, the Anti-Defamation League states white nationalism is a term that originated among white supremacists as a euphemism or a less blunt term for white supremacy. Overall, the data shows the majority of Americans on both sides say they are against white supremacy. But there is a notable political discrepancy in which side sees it as a real problem in the country. According to joint polling conducted by YouGov and Vice last year, about 60% of Republicans identified white supremacy extremism as either a major or somewhat of a problem. In contrast, about 93% of Democrats took that position. Meanwhile, separate polling carried out by the African American Research Collaborative reveals about 2/3 of Americans say they are worried about elected officials staying quiet or not speaking out against white nationalists and extremists, a number driven largely by Black and Latino voters.